sign of this wind letting up at all. Came on the 9th. We saw the earlier group getting up and around the green. Definitely on today. Looks to be heading down the left-hand side. Needs a friendly bounce. He's had a few of those today.
He has, hasn't he, the American?
Just gone a little bit the other way. We would have maybe seen a slightly different score. Scotland to get the back 9 off to a flyer. Birdie putt, straight up the hill, off the right. Just stayed there. Green's in great shape this week. Ball's running beautifully.
Bit of understeer.
Yeah.
Look at this gallery. This is just fantastic, following Kemmer and Uzel. And he's got a really challenging shot ahead of him, the American. So if Steve Uzel can just nip this one in close. Well, it was always going to be tricky. He had to try and manufacture something there with the angles that he had.
And that flag in the front right corner downwind. Very difficult to get it close. This is a slightly easier shot. A bit more green to work with. Let's get his most lofted wedge out. Just open the face a little bit. Try and chuck it a good yard or two on.
Magic. Absolute magic.
Wonderful shot. Almost a gimme 3. Little smile.
Yeah, did you used to look at the draw and see the names of the foreign players coming over each week and think, oh, I wonder how good they're going to be?
Yeah, it's always an unanswered question, isn't it?
Well, he's answered a few today, as Dodge Kemmer. Now Parker in contention for a top 60 spot, remember, to get through to the Tour Championships. He'll be delighted with that.
Yeah, towering long iron shot in, but unfortunately that was his 4th shot. Trouble off the tee.
So Scotland for birdie.
Lengthy birdie putt here at the 11th.
Oh, it's just, he has putted incredibly well today and he's had no reward for it.
Today, he always putts well. You try playing him for money.
No, I think I'll leave that to you, Matt. Dear me. Uzel has ended up with this for birdie. His playing partner is in a fantastic position once again.
Yeah, really needs to find something here. Try and hang on to his coattails. Little tentative. Oh, it should tidy that up for par. And his playing partner's just inside that ball. It's almost a gimme for a 3.
Just had to settle himself, and a good indicator of just how strong the wind is, just see how much the TV picture moves around from time to time. And on this particular hole, both the golfers and camera crew getting a real buffeting. But a birdie for Kemmer, and he made it look easy.
Yeah, back to 10 under. Great figure around this track. A lengthy bogey putt. Just no sign of this wind letting up at all. It's going to be an exciting back 9, and oh dearie me. It's a 6, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's going to hurt, that one, I'm afraid, George Parker. Remember, like Toby Burden, 2 guys out on the course in this final round with a shot at top 60 in the Tour Championship at the end of season at the Intercontinental Mar Menor Resort in Murcia in Spain. Benny Hemstock for birdie. Just got that little slope to deal with. That was always going to pick up a bit of pace, but he's gone at that boldly.
Two of the members there, just discussing how they do it in the Saturday medal. Oh dear.
No.
The trouble is, in the last round, or on the back 9 of the last round, they're very costly. No time to get them back, and no sign of this wind relenting. Now Burden's slipping down the leaderboard. Second shot into the par 5. Needs to find a little something here. Certainly no worse than a 4. Is that going to feed in?
It is. That'll do nicely.
I think they've played here before. having a little check to see where that is.
Zelden, second shot into this par 4 10th, and a little tricky stance there.
Yeah, tough tee shot here. Out of bounds down the left for the players.
A lot of protection if you do go to the left off the tee for that flag. And Özell has paid the price there.
Kima splits another fairway. No restricted backswing. Just a little low punch shot. He's played these wonderfully all day. Great lesson to learn there. Into the wind. Take plenty of club. A little half a backswing, half a follow through. Really take the spin off the ball. Now Zane's found the edge of the 12th. Eagle putt. Certainly won't give in. He'll be fighting to the end. Can he just find a bit of magic? Be a good 4.
Man from the London club, George Parker, with his dad on the bag today, has had mixed fortunes out there in this final round.
Yeah, got off to a flying start. Just coming unstuck now in the middle of his round. He's made 3 bogeys, a double and a birdie in his last 5 holes. Needs to find a couple of settling pars.
Kemmer for birdie, this to go to 11 under. It's been relentless from the American. We've seen only a couple of signs of nerves or a lack of confidence. He's gone after every single putt, but he's gone a little bit hard after that one.
Yeah, a bit of an error there, definitely. They got caught out by the wind. There's a massive effect on the putts, especially when it's blowing as ferociously as it is today. Now for eagle. Oh yes, get in. Super 3. Tidies the score right up.
That's put a smile back on Toby Burden's face, and a puff of the cheeks there. Just reminds you of the pressure that he's under in terms of making top 60.
Yeah,
needed that.
Needs to jump up 15 places on the order of merit. Maybe if he can just find 1 or 2 more, definitely secure that top 60 spot. Now chance here for Steve. Just seen Dodge whack it some 10 feet past. Can't believe it. Definitely thought that was going to move across. Hit a good putt.
And I think the gallery are picking up on the Europe versus America element to that head-to-head.
Absolutely.
Really did think that Hemstock and Parker were going to feed off each other today, but it just hasn't happened, and they've both been a bit tentative from time to time.
Yeah, very different personalities. Parker definitely wears his heart on his sleeve. Hemstock a little calmer. Now, big putt. Confident stroke is back again. He's just pouring these in for fun today. One little slip on the par 5, but even that was for birdie.
It's a lovely stroke to watch, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely a young man's stroke. No sign of years of nerves over the 3 and 4 footers. I used to have one of those, I'm sure I did. And another tentative putt.
That's a huge blow to Özell.
And
you know, 2-3 minutes earlier, Özell was in with a chance. If he could have put that birdie in, if Kemmer had missed that one, everything would have changed, but
yeah,
no.
Absolutely. Tournament results hang on a few key moments in the last round. I think we've seen a couple of them.
Doesn't like it.
Doesn't like it, he's up and out of it. I think he's just flipped it left. Oh, dearie me. Now that is in Simon Golding country.
That is a stinker, I'm afraid, from Zane Scotland. Bit of an aberration, unfortunately, on that 13th tee.
Kemmer on the par 3, expect to see another little punch shot. Right, he's thrown this up in the air. I'm going to be quiet. Successfully finds the putting surface. Lengthy birdie putt.
You're consistent, Matt. 0 for 3. Don't worry.
What's he got now? 3-shot lead?
Yeah, he's going well against Özell. And Özell's given that to him. He's moved it out to 4, in fact.
He's almost getting to the point where if he can just make 8 pars coming in, it's going to be good enough.
Yeah, it certainly is if Steve Ozell keeps doing that. Hemstock for birdie, this to go to 4 under and really get back to where he was.
With the increased prize fund at Tour Championship, it's important that these guys rack up as much cash as they can in the events leading up to it, because a win there can very quickly elevate you into one of those top 5 spots. Now, Zane Scotland's had to take a penalty drop. The 3rd shot to this brutal par 3 measures 241 yards, and yes, I did say par 3.
That's a great recovery.
He's getting himself out of trouble there. He can limit the damage to 1.
Look at that support from the gallery for Steve Ozell, and a well-deserved round of applause after that shot.
You've got to talk to these golf balls, sometimes they listen. Burden choosing the putter comfortably some 5 or 6 paces off the front of the green. Back into the wind. Needs plenty of backswing here to get this back to the hole. And looking great putt.
Yeah, the eagle helped out, certainly built Burden's confidence.
Yeah, nearly an unlikely birdie as well. Kemmer just needs to cosy this up to the hole. He will have watched Steve's chip, will have learnt a lot about what the ball's going to do at the end here. Seems to have found his pace again. Just a momentary slip on the last. That bobble hat's back on. It's not got any warmer out there.
Bogey then for Scotland, which, considering where he was, he would probably take.
Yeah, and sprint to the next tee. He
No.
birdied the hole previous. He just felt he was going to get back into it. But giving 2 away there, his race is definitely run in terms of winning. So his chances of a top 5 spot will solely rely on the Tour Championship. Kemmer, a bit of work to do here to save par. But I'd expect to see this. Oh, that's 0 for 4 from me.
I do admire your tenacity.
I'm going to go and put the kettle on, I think, and leave it to you for a couple of minutes.
Well, he's got a few fans today, Kemmer. Not quite sure what they're dressed as. Strawberries, I'd hazard a guess. Very fruity. Right then, Ozell.
Back to the golf. Little right edge putt. Needs some concentration. Oh, dearie me. That needs concentration, so does the next one. Now, a little left edge putt. Back up the slope. He's had some chances, last 3 or 4 holes. Could have really got himself in amongst it.
Yes, indeed. If those putts had dropped for Ozell, he would have been on 8 under, but instead moves back to 5 under, 4 shots off the lead set by Dodge Kemmer. It's all looking good for the American. More from the Integral Collection Classic after the break.